welcome to our video on Venn diagrams. You've probably encountered Venn diagrams. They look like this. Probably encountered them in previous years. But what we need to start to do is to put some of our set notation together to help us describe different parts of Venn diagrams. So we're going to learn how to correctly label our Venn diagrams with mathematical terms and to be able to show different parts of a Venn diagram. So when you're working with a Venn diagram in mathematics, the first thing you need to do is always draw a box around the outside. And you'll see why when we get into an example. In the past you might have just drawn two circles like this, but you always need to make sure there is a box on the outside. Now before I go on, I want to draw your attention to this definition, which you can add to your notes from the last video on set notation, which is an A with a little dash next to it. And the dash is called complement. And when we say it, we say A dash or A complement. A dash, A complement. And what it means is everything not in A. It's the other part of the set that doesn't include the things that are in A. Going back to Venn diagrams. First thing, like I said, always draw a box around the outside. Second thing you must always do is label your circles, because you might do an example that doesn't have A and B, it might have J and K or anything else for your two sets. In our first example, we're going to look at our universal set is these colours. I was originally going to make it all the colours of the rainbow, but I realised that I would have way too many things to write. So I've just made it these colours. Our set A is going to be BGS colours. And our set B is Australian flag colours. So we can write our set A, we can write out all the elements using squiggly brackets. So BGS colours are black, red, grey and white. Squiggly bracket. Our Australian flag colours are red, white and blue in squiggly brackets. And we can put that into the Venn diagram. You should be used to doing this from previous years. So the set A is black, red, hang on a sec, red is in both of them, so I'm going to put that in here. Grey is a BGS colour. White is in both of them. Blue is in the Australian flag, but it's not a BGS colour. And around the outside here, this is why it's important to put the box in. We need to put the other colours that are in the universal set. So we've got green. Just fit them in anywhere around here. Yellow. And that's it. Now I want to add to this list up here, always draw a box around the outside, label your circles, and label the universal set. And we label that just in one of the corners. I like to put it in the bottom right corner. Some textbooks and people like to put it in the top left. Really doesn't matter where you put it, but we tend to put it away from the sets that we've got. So as long as you can find a spot somewhere where it doesn't interfere with the elements you've got, doesn't matter. Just in a corner somewhere. What we can look at now is the intersection between A and B. Intersection, remember, means and. So the things that are in A and B are going to be these bits here. Red. Oh, that's a terrible squiggly bracket. Red and white. A union B is everything in A and everything in B. Black, grey, red, white, blue. Okay, I want to look at some further examples now of different areas, and what we're sometimes asked to do with Venn diagrams is to shade in the different parts. So I'm going to start you off here. A intersection B, we already did that one up here. It's the things that are in A and in B. So this is everything, we'll assume A is the left hand one and B is the right hand one for all of these. Everything in A is here, everything in B is here. The things that are in both are in this little bit in here. So if you're shading that in, you would just shade the middle part there. So that's the intersection. A union B. Oh, actually, before I go on, you might like to copy these 6 examples down and have a go at shading them in yourself before you keep watching to see the solution. Okay, second example is A union B. It's everything in A, and union means or. Everything in A or in B. So it's going to be everything in here, everything in here, and everything in here. Everything inside the 2 circles, including the intersection. Everything in A is just this first circle. Colour that whole first circle in, including the intersection, because everything inside this circle is in A. Everything in A dash or A complement. So the way to work out these complement ones is to first pretend the dash isn't there and just work out what's in A, and we've done that here. And then you do the complement, so you shade in everything else apart from this. So for this one, we're going to need a box around the outside. Of course, if you were drawing these all properly, you would have boxes around all of them. And we're going to shade in everything except for A. So this outside bit, this bit, going all the way around. We don't shade the intersection in because it's inside A. So we're shading in everything that's not in A. That's what A dash means. A dash union with B. So first of all, we need to look at A dash. Then we need to add to it whatever is in B. So it's going to be all of this and then add B. B is everything in here. This bit in B is already there, but this bit we need to add. So for this one, I'll have to do a box around the outside as well. Colour in the whole outside, and this time we add in everything that's in B. Hope you like my shading. Last example, A union B, all in brackets, dash. So to do this, we need to look back at our A union B colouring, and then we just need to colour in the opposite of that. So rather than colour in everything inside the two circles, we just colour in everything around the outside. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you have found it useful.